Today's video is going to be very strange. I'm in a capsule hotel, legit, no kidding. And in this tiny room, we are going to talk about a very, very good topic. A topic that I have been a fan of from ages. And that topic is survival horror. Now, I have always been fan of survival horror genre because of its puzzles, because of its storylines, which were always deeper, more soulful, and apparently survival horror games have always been very smart. However, lately I've been feeling like video games in general are not doing that good. Like the storylines are basic and the mechanics are great. Yes, we get several milestones like Red Dead Redemption 2, Last of Us 2, and great games like that. But survival horror is one genre that always delivers. When it's bad, it's super bad. When it's good, it's nothing. Nothing beats it. I think so. There is a culture of liking true crimes and those morbid curiosity sort of situations, right? And survival horror games like put you in that zone, and you are not hearing the story, but you are sort of getting. You are in that zone, and you have to save yourself, which is rather cool, right? Because you have so much to do. Like you can run. You have to, basic structure of a survival horror is like you are in an asylum or like a home or something, or a watchtower, and you have to get the fuse, you have to start the generator, you have to complete the puzzle, you have to run from the enemy, and so on and so forth. It's very methodical. It is very methodical indeed, and it is one genre that I love. This montage that you just saw of survival horror games, you see that survival horror games are like real fun, and I really like Until Dawn too, but it's like a campy one, no serious shit, but it's still good. I think so. Survival horror game have its own place, which is very nice. I feel like I like survival horror because it itches that morbid curiosity, but also these games tell a story which basically you cannot experience in any format. Now that is one thing. All my friends and all my peers have always told me to play Silent Hill 3 because of its like how it explores womanhood, and as a guy one can only read books and stuff to experience those moments, but people say Silent Hill 3 is really deep, and it's like not a game for uh, like person who just understand the story on the basics. It just is a deep game, which is wonderful because I love shit like that, and hopefully I will play that. Again, I just love survival horror games. I think so. If you have not played survival horror games, you're missing out a lot because these games are fantastic. Um, an experience that only this one particular medium could provide you. I think so. True crime podcast and everything, and the reels can just fuck your head up, but they don't have the same oomph that these games have. And these games are really good because it's not exploitation of the real victim because the story is fictional, but it's more in depth. So yeah, I feel like survival horror games is one genre that you should try because it has a lot of layers, and I think so. If any game developer in future watches this video, um my request to you would be like make games which are not jump scary but which are more cerebral, because I think cerebral horror like Silent Hill 2, 3, Outlast, Trials is also I think cerebral horror. I think so. Uh, the Amnesia games and all those, you make more of those storylines, and I think so that have a better way to like fuck up your head. One of my favorite uh, horror show is Twin Peaks. It's not horror, it's thriller, but still, horror is a feeling, and I think survival horror, when it have just the right feeling, is the perfect combination. On God. So if you want to try something new, try survival horror games because those are some banger shit. Subscribe, like, share, and yeah, you know what? You know what? You know the drill. You know the drill. Cheers, cheers.